Hmm. All right, you can see us. So, honest prick can? Okay.
You got the monitor back up, Logan?
Yep.
Excellent.
All right. Yeah, don't know what happened there. I guess Twitch just decided fuck you.
Alright, yeah, we're back.
Yeah, what I was saying a second ago is, don't get me wrong, I fucking love Kingdom Hearts.
It's stupid.
But it's stupid.
It's fucking
It's
stupid.
pointless trying to explain it. It's a losing battle. It is not the hill anyone should want to die on.
Someone tried to explain it to Barry Kramer for like, what, 7 hours?
Yep.
He eventually got it.
And then he
Summed it up in
rambled
30
about it
minutes.
for 30 minutes, and it was fantastic.
You need mining, which you don't have. And it also needs to be level 2.
Yep. So that ain't happening.
For quite some time.
$7? Yeah!
There's way too much content to its plot.
Surround them.
Oh. Ardanians with straight up guns.
Their armor also looks significantly better than in the main game.
Ardanian troops, Imperial Guard. Thieving scum. Don't think you're gonna get away with your dirty deeds.
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
No, we just...
Also,
The
tell me
stand
Jin
fills
doesn't
the
look like
axe
the
at a
most
reasonable
Nomura
price.
thing to ever Nomura. Jin is designed by Nomura.
Yep.
I find that fucking hilarious that Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap as a music reference, when brought to English for JoJo, had to be called Filthy Acts at a Reasonable Price.
Lady Bridget.
Hey, it's Bridget!
Same ones who attacked the village, perhaps.
Think you can take them?
Oh, sure. We absolutely can.
So that's Bridget.
Captain, I shall deal with these individuals. Emperor Hugo must be briefed.
Yes, ma'am.
Hugo.
You lot. Stay here.
Dual
and assist
whip
the Lady Bridget.
swords.
Son.
Sir.
She is a badass blade.
It's a shame they don't say think you can take me anymore.
But they had to take away our meme.
Probably take out the lackeys, right?
Yeah. Just learn on taking pot shots at you.
Oh, I didn't mean to use that.
One of those is horribly impractical, but 2 is just suicide.
Needed to heal.
I mean, for a blade it wouldn't be. Because they can heal most anything instantly. Unless their core gets fucked up.
Yeah.
Don't you aggro?
Never again.
And I mean, those weapons are part of her being to an extent, so... No shit, she knows how to use them effectively.
Open wide.
Eat shit.
Bridget's getting wrecked. Driver combos OP.
Yep. And it's so much easier to do in this DLC.
Come on! That was a pretty cheap trick.
Keep going like that, you'll get a reputation. Cheap, you say? Don't be absurd. It's called tactics, look it up. But perhaps that's something a simpleton like yourself could never hope to comprehend.
Roast!
A simpleton? Your
Yes,
attack
you're quite
screams.
simple.
Clumsy, heavy, no refinement.
Open your goddamn eyes!
But now you have
As someone with 2 working, barely, eyes, I tell you, use your goddamn eyes, bitch!
Mythra, you can't do that here.
What was that? If that had actually hit me. Oh, didn't like
Pretty
that,
good swordsman
did
with
ya?
dual blades. Dual whip
I can
blades.
see it on your face. Well, on that note,
Ouch.
Hayes, understood.
Here's Hayes' bullshit.
Fuck your power.
It doesn't work anymore!
Because of her field skill to control the ether flow.
Simple tsundere.
Enemy.
Adam plainly ordered you to stop. Or didn't you hear him? Simpleton.
Fucking God.
How extraordinary.
I remember,
heard of a
like
blade with
when
the
this
power to
first
restrain
launched, it
others,
was like,
but I never
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and the Bullies of Torna.
Say,
Just fucking Mythra in the thumbnail, like,
All
what the
of you,
fuck?
lay down your arms.
Ooh.
Gang of bullies.
A Geon. He's story relevant now.
I mean, he was in the main
There
game
is
too.
no need
Until
for
you
this.
got him.
Mini Nile. Actually, Nile was pretty mini too. What the hell am I talking about?
Yeah, but that's just because once you got him, they couldn't guarantee you ever opened him.
I still find it ridiculous, but that certain plot point in the second Symphonia game that people honestly hate, that I can barely remember half of the plot, which sounds confusing just on plot synopsis alone.
Hmm?
Hello?
Confusing in a sense if it sounds too long for its own good.
It's good to see you again, Prince Adam. Please forgive the actions of my guards.
Don't you worry about it. I am just glad to see you well, Your Imperial
Also-
Majesty.
People from different
Imperial
Titans have different
Majesty.
accents.
Mm-hmm.
May I introduce the Emperor of Mor Ardain, Hugo Ardenach.
Adanach.
Jordanian Emperor? What's someone of his station doing out here?
You know, our stations are fairly similar.
Not that you'd ever know.
Thanks, I try.
I've come for the Aegis. Its actions have been felt in Mor Ardain as well. We're currently chasing it down.
The same as us, then. But coming here yourself,
My brother is ruling in my absence.
I see. And so you brought Brigid and Aegeon.
Huh?
Those two are the crown jewels of the Ardanian forces. Wielding them on the front lines is the duty of he who has the throne.
Also, it's a good
Indeed.
thing they gave the king
That
the
ought to have been my older
tanks of
brother.
tanks.
But he didn't have the potential to become a driver.
It's a little interesting though,
And now here you are.
because
Bonded
they're still
with
agility
both of them.
tanks. But he is a face tank.
The Special Inquisitor is under my brother's direct command.
Oh,
Should I fall in battle,
Yeah, see that armor does look
he
really
has his
good.
orders
Light
to
shines off of it, it looks
retrieve
like it
the
looks
core
green,
crystals.
it's lovely. 500 years from now, their armor is shit!
that's how it goes with matters of
Yeah,
state.
but armor's gonna look like shit when you live in a
And yet-
desert.
It works out well for
How
me.
do we know it's a desert right now?
I'm saying in
I've
500
always
years.
wanted to put myself on the line for our people. And I never enjoyed wielding authority in the first place.
Oh, he is straight up the
I feel
ultimate
the same
tank.
way.
He gets an ability that is absurd that fucking shield hammers should have had in the main game.
Yes, that. If Prince Zetar knew, there would be consequences.
Let's pretend you didn't hear me say that.
You two will never see eye to eye. Better to leave well enough alone.
Ruling is, frankly, it's a scary thought. Just imagine becoming someone you don't recognize. Never knowing who's looking back at you in the mirror.
Prince Adam, I'd be happy if you called me Hugo, like old times.
I will, dear Hugo. But only if you call me Adam in return.
I'm just
Well,
Raven.
it would be beneficial
Sir,
to share
I
our
apologize, Sir
findings.
Just Raven.
But perhaps elsewhere might be better.
How about your Majesty's flagship?
Indeed.
Flagship.
Is something the matter, Lady Laura?
I'm just not very good in that kind of stuffy environment.
Well, you're not alone there. That's the worst.
Right? I think I'll sit this particular venture out.
Yeah, I'm out too.
Oh, no, you don't.
Wait a minute. Is that her?
Yes,
Her.
this is Mythra, one of the Aegises. Your account would be valuable as well, Laura.
Everything I've seen or heard, Jin will know as well.
Yes, that's
Way to
true.
throw Jin under the bus, Laura.
Please. Would you go instead of me, please?
The man raised you and you throw him under the bus.
Of course. I will do as you wish.
Thank you kindly. Well then, shall we?
Well then, my friends, shall we make a move? Your Majesty, this may not be my position to say, but would it not be wise to first investigate the location we spoke of? Ah yes, you do raise a valid point. Aegeon, please consider His Majesty's feelings. He wishes for quality time to spend with his dear friend Prince Adam. I'm honored that you value me so highly, but I think this is a decision best left to Hugo. What do you say? Would that be getting in the way of your mission? No, not in the slightest.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ,
hell.
can we have less snow, please?
In fact, I believe you are as much involved in this whole
Apparently
affair as
someone
me.
can get into their fucking trash compartment.
That with your traveling alongside the Aegis, that much is clear. So this mission of yours has something to do with Malos? Exactly so. Aegeon, would you? Oh, fuck. Of course, by official decree, allow me to formally disclose to you the nature of our mission. On the surface, we have traveled here to work on diffusing diplomatic tensions between the Empire and... Fuck, how do you pronounce that?
Sia.
And Sia.
How's it spelled?
Coeia.
But at the same time,
That is so
I'd
dumb.
like to, can I spin and pick another consonant on that one? What asshole bought all the vowels? But at the same time, there's another matter we are investigating. And that, I presume, is Malos.
He's not wrong!
So what are you going to do? Take him down, take him down, catch him? At the present time, neither.
Would have been even more hilarious if they fucking threw in a U somehow.
It is His Majesty's wish to ascertain the intent of the Malos, and indeed anyone who wishes our empire harm. Then I assume new intelligence has come to light? The 4th decade reported in, just as you were on your way to Torgoth. They had discovered an area of land that had been scorched black by some colossal power. I don't think Adam's going to want to ignore that one. You read my mind. Hugo, as much as I'd enjoy reminiscing out on the cloud sea, I'd quite like to enjoy some more of the scenery first. Of course, if you like, we can take a side trip before we return to the ship. Laura, is this wise? I still want to decorate the graves, so I'll wait for you in the village. Everything will be fine. Hayes is with me, after all. That's right. Please take as much time as you need. Alright. Maybe it's for the best that she doesn't get to see the extent Malice's devastation.
So this is probably going to be the only time we'll play as not Team Laura.
So you say the 4th decade found traces of Malice's destruction, and that would be where? It would appear to be at Valifum Hill, heading inland on the Ordia Great Plains. But I'm afraid I've received no further information. We have no recourse but to go to examine the area ourselves. From here, it's probably even closer than the arbor. Indeed, that is where we must go. Perhaps you can entertain us with tales of your adventures as we make our way, Adam.
We cannot turn them away.
Yes.
Hugo, you seem familiar, like you're the second most common model form of a protagonist.
So, right now, Team Laura is only Jin.
So, sure.
You controlling Adam or Hugo?
Adam. I don't like being responsible for tanking.
Speaking of which, that ability I was talking about, Hugo gets a talent art where he will drain 25% of his own HP to take all of the aggro from his allies and keep it for 15 seconds.
Which, if we can upgrade that, we should.
Increase maximum HP by 200. For, yeah.
There is still much experience to gain.
Ether. Auto attack damage. Dexterity. Ether.
I am always learning.
Always learning.
This is the culmination of years of sovereignty.
Luck.
They knew the memes.
In X.
You have to buy the entire first row anyways. If you want to start working towards the second ones. So.
Grant me the wisdom to lead ever better. I am always learning.
Always learning.
You mean this one?
Yeah.
You can't upgrade talent arts.
I shall aim ever higher.
Switch art.
His switch art causes topple, I think.
Aim ever higher.
He's got some really good Vanguard arts as well.
Yeah.
With this power, the way is clear.
Team Hugo just has good arts in general.
The culmination of years of sovereignty.
When you've got it.
Like, Aegeon's arts are fan-fucking-tastic.
Yep.
Brigid's arts are fucking fantastic.
Brigid's arts are super fucking DPS.
Which helps her keep the aggro pretty fucking nicely. What you looking for?
Pretty much anything that'll increase your damage output will help Hugo right now.
So give him one of the belts, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Switch art.
Strength can't be earned through sheer force.
Physical, one target, 4. Ooh, that can go up to 400 damage.
Strength can't be earned through sheer force.
Yes, they have great arts, but how are their crafts?
Strength can't
God
be
damn it,
earned
honest
through
prick.
sheer force. Is it me or
Worst
I mean,
part is...
Hugo's are actually pretty good.
strength can't be earned through sheer force?
Yeah, Hugo makes some really good shit.
I grow ever more polished. It's what
Hugo
I
and
get
Adam
for
are
keeping up my
probably the
training.
two that you'd want to focus on immediately for making stuff.
Because they make key items.
Yeah.
It's what I get for keeping
Pouch
up
items
my
help,
training.
but they become more helpful late game.
It's what
Slash
I get
post
for
game.
keeping
Yeah.
up my training.
My favorite part.
So are we gonna run around as Adam or as Mythra?
This
That's
takes me
Adam.
back.
He doesn't like Mythra as much as we do.
No, I like Mythra. It's just I prefer Adam's playstyle.
Fair. Her arts are really kind of shit, though.
Yeah.
They're just her specials from the main game. And weirdly, her
This
back
takes me
arts are Pyra's. Okay. Like her rear guard are
got
just...
here?
No, or is it her special?
It's her arts are her specials. Her specials are Pyra's.
This takes me back.
Oh yes, picking up bugs on the side of the road.
I mean, sounds like a thing Adam would do.
I mean, Adam seems like he just doesn't give a shit about many things, so he'd be totally okay
Yeah.
with picking up bugs.
Get fucked?
Time to kill everything.
What level are you? Like 16-ish?
15.
I would say take on that unique monster, but you don't have Laura or Hayes right now, so don't.
If you had the full party,
You could totally do it at level 15.
yeah.
Huh?
I know it'll be worth the wait. It came together nicely. It came together nicely.
That fit better than intended was just making silly jokes at the moment. I forgot
Self-absorbed.
each person
I
could
almost
craft
tried
different
to
shit.
deceive
I know.
It's done.
Also, a Gion cooks some really good shit.
Oh yeah.
I like that the random kids are still just following us.
Oh yeah, another thing about
Stronger still.
this DLC, normally bonus XP would stack on party members you didn't have in your party.
Yep.
But it does not in this DLC. So Hugo,
Is actually the lowest leveled one.
yep,
Unlike main game where Rex is always the lowest level.
yep.
Let us go.
And you know, in the main game, you get a late game party member. They come in at level 40, say, and because of the
Well,
quests you've done at this point,
They come in matching your level.
yeah. But I mean, say they come in at level 40, because of the quests you've done, suddenly they're level fucking 59.
Yeah. Deeper into the plains.
Get your ass back here.
Run after it. Oh yeah, since it's up, blade combos also work differently.
Yep.
There are 16 specific combos you can go for, but you can also use any element in any order, even if it wasn't a combo in the main game.
Yeah.
You just don't get a cool little bonus.
Yeah. the actual combos do more damage, but you can do whatever combo in any order you want.
Yeah, and if you do the ones that existed in the main game, or most all of them.
Yeah, they took some away. Fire, water, ice doesn't work in this.
Yeah, nor does light water, I think.
It does not work. It does not work.
Probably doesn't take a genius to figure out that chain attacks also exist in this DLC too. And on top of that, whatever blade combos you do, the minute you do one, an orb will be up. So you don't have to do an entire combo to get one orb up. You'll have 3 total, depending how many different elements you use.
Yeah, so milling enemy damage away, like enemy health away, just goes real smooth.
Yeah.
Tell me you finally found the uninhabited Titan. That's right, made it there without a scratch. The map, the bard song, the elder's legend, it was all true. But I wish you could have had some of that fun after you bonded with me. How fair! Of course, back then I had no idea that I'd be the driver to the Aegis someday, not a clue. And I also had no idea that I'd end up with a blade who was so hungry for experience. I mean, I prefer it when you have something interesting to say. I choose to take that as a compliment. Well, sure. It was hardly boring
We're such a
discovering that
bitch in this
legendary
DLC,
uninhabited
right?
Titan.
Kinda love it.
The natives gave us a fine chase. Natives? I thought you said it was uninhabited. Well, to be precise, we didn't meet any humans there. Just some monsters of the Arachno, Antol, and Skeeter variety. Cool! And they were pretty huge specimens, too. We must have looked like extra tempting appetizers to them. There were really quite a lot of them. We were lucky to get out off that Titan in one piece. A fine recompense for an adventurous heart. So your plans to build a holiday villa there came to nothing. It's more than a little tragic. Well, I mean, that wasn't the primary aim. Perhaps I didn't get a material reward, but I certainly got a spiritual reward. Things didn't work out quite so well for my playmates, though. How so? It was a kind of a paradise for insects, but I heard later that it was laid to waste by someone or other. The way of humans are often cruel. What's done is done. It was a time of war, and they had to find a place for some refugees. But the monsters couldn't have grasped that. They probably just saw arrogant humans wrecking their home. The telling of it falls hard upon my ears. I'm back. Your Majesty, forgive my interruption. But this appears to be the location mentioned in the report. You know, the one you've been standing beside for the last 5 minutes, chatting about dumb shit while we're supposed to be doing a job. You know, just my opinion.
I mean, you didn't notice that there's a huge scorch mark just over there.
Actually 6 feet to your left.
The bitchy part is fun, but yeah, she's more bro-list, whereas Pyra is more waifu, because Mythra just can't turn it off. Oh! I respectfully disagree. Mythra is waifu.
I was on your page with Pyra during the main game. But then this DLC happened, and Mythra's character arc became so fucking good.
So we're here already? We've been here for 5 fucking minutes.
You were just talking to each other.
The journey passed as the blinking of an eye. Thanks to Adam's enchanting tales, it dragged on for years for me.
While he was telling the story. We got here, and then he started telling the story.
If your servant's humble recounting was able to relieve your imperial tedium, truly the most blessed of men am I. Okay, I do wish you'd cut it out, Adam. I'm not your better, and you should know it. I wouldn't be so sure of that, Hugo, old friend. Now then, Mythra, I'd really like to get your opinion on this as the Aegis. It's scorched. Mm-hmm. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this isn't Malice's handiwork. How did you come to that conclusion, Mythra? Malice's attacks would have melted Earth and turned it into glass. But whatever did this only scorched the grass. It can't have been such a high temperature. That's a very wise deduction. We're lucky to have you for an ally. I offer my apologies to you all for leading you to this disappointing conclusion. Nay, Gion, we could not have known without further investigation. With each possibility, we move all the closer to our goal. Everyone, look there. Brr. That just warped in!
Surprise, motherfuckers!
Indeed, we cannot let it run riot. Just think of the damage it could do if it got to Lasham Cove or a settlement. That thing's huge. The DM's trying to kill us. Everyone,
I'm gonna call this creature Roxfall.
Also, back to the topic of blade combos, Honest Prick said that some people might see what they did in this DLC as a welcome change or a gross simplification of it. But I can't even see it as a simplification. Because when you first meet Adam, he straight up says that the way Jin and Laura fight is like
brand new,
fucking foreign to him.
Yeah.
Blades and drivers don't work the way they do 500 years in the future. So it's not even simplified. There is a specific lore reason for why blade combos don't work like that.
Yeah. Because in the future, they realize these combos are the ones that are truly effective.
Yeah.
So they're the only ones that anyone's bothering to try and do.
Gotcha, bitch.
You fucked it up.
I think we may be a little over-leveled.
Breeds complacency.
I mean, we have to hit level 50 by the final boss, rather.
A fire-spewing monster.
I mean,
it's a good thing we had a Gion on hand.
You're not really over-leveled. There's a boss coming up that's level 20.
Perhaps it's bold of me to say, but I've dealt with worse. Well, it seems safe to assume that this was the cause of the burn marks. I would never have dreamed that such a foul fiend could have lain in wait so close to Torgoth. Is it that close to Torgoth?
No, I mean, it's a pretty fair walk away from Torgoth.
By this world standards, this is a ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Considering these continents aren't large.
Maybe it was driven out of its original home in a territorial dispute. I've heard that happens from time to time. Yeah, maybe. Or, more likely, some human stole it or smashed its home up. We call them monsters, but to them, we're the monsters. Indeed. It must be thus. Also, Mythra, cut out with your fucking Psych 101 bullshit. You've been in college for a semester. You don't suddenly have this great outlook on the world.
No, that was like some I've been in college for 3 weeks Psych 101 shit.
Yup! Fucking philosophy major here.
Okay, I mean in gameplay, but if story explains it, it's cool. It's just that from what you were saying, it seems set up is much easier. Yeah, I might have made it sound easier because that was the point. Because that's essentially what they've done. But there's a gameplay or there's a lore reason for it. Essentially.
The day shall dawn when man's exploration of the Titans would bring us all to ruin. Perhaps that dawn is already upon us.
Not yet.
Nah, not yet, because the base game happens 500 years in the future.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the Vatican... I'm not even joking, that's just the Vatican.
Yep.
Also, Vatican underground tunnels. Sure.
I mean, the Vatican has those.
Yeah, they're archives.
No, I mean, there's tunnels that lead out of the Vatican. Like any major seat of power.
The fuck is this thing that's on a pedestal?
Interesting thing you've got there.
Yes.
Malus!
He's here.
Malice enough.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Indal's most sacred treasure, the Aegis. It is said to be the embodiment of the architect's light, the divine revelations our founder Maldonare received.
Really? Then...
He just fucking smashed it.
That's your holiest
That's
thing?
what I will be
Boom.
called too. After all, I am born of divinity, not just some reflection.
Also designed by Nomura.
You believe yourself
Yep.
so strong?
Needs more belts, though.
Don't you?
I mean, how many does he got right now?
None.
0.
Yeah.
Needs more belts.
Definitely needs more belts to be
Nomura.
Nomura.
You're learning.
Also, Mikhail is not voiced, designed by Nomura too.
Isn't it
nothing to do with
everyone
you.
in Torna designed by Nomura?
Yes.
You wouldn't be here.
Main game Torna, not
Yes. Not this Torna.
not this Torna.
Yeah. Also, you creepy fuck we've never seen before. What's your deal? Secret Vatican door.
Yeah.
There's a shady doings a transpiring.
All that doors are transpiring. Oh, I got. Don't get me started already.
What is this place? It's a very tasty secret,
Oh, we're gonna be shown a thing.
formerly known only to the Praetor and me. The essence of our Judician forebears, originally salvaged from the bottom of the Cloud Sea. Some of it may hail from the fabled land of Mythra.
Martha.
Look. This here display is a diagram of what
DNA.
human cells are made of.
No, there straight up is a place under the
And
Vatican
then
like
this
that, Friday
here
Lambda.
is a blades.
Astonishingly alike.
Of course. After all, they are descended from humans too. That in and of itself isn't too shocking. But this,
It's the same, isn't it?
just wait.
Core crystal.
That's a core crystal.
Exactly. A blade's core crystal contains information not only pertaining to humans, it also records schematics describing all manner of animal tissues.
You're saying blades contain detailed information of all living creatures.
Not just that. Have a look at this undeveloped part. That is from a titan. It suggests that this particular piece may one day develop into a titan. Isn't it mind-boggling? A message from the architect, no doubt.
From the architect.
Indeed.
Did you meet him?
This is just what you
No.
were after.
Or did you just run in, steal his
I
shit,
wish
and
to
laugh?
Yeah.
He ran in, stole his shit,
and learn
left.
more of what the architect has in store for this world.
because the architect didn't want nothing to do with this blue
Claim
fuck.
this knowledge for our own.
Smurf Pope.
Including the Praetor.
This shady religious figure of
Perhaps.
typical JRPGdom.
Except this, he ain't Pope in this
Isn't
game.
this in line?
Blade cores have Elder Scrolls type info.
Well then, I may as well help out.
You know what's really funny?
What?
If this was Final Fantasy 15, we wouldn't have seen that cutscene because Noctis wasn't there.
Yep.
I'm sorry I brought it up again.
I believe that concludes my mission. Shall we head to the flagship? Fine by me. It's a good place for us to exchange information. It's currently moored at Lasham Cave. It's currently moored at Lasham Cove. Then to Lasham Cove we go.
Aren't you glad you asked us?
Yes? Question mark?
Calm down, Aegeon.
Aegeon will never calm down.
In one scene, we turned Aegeon into a bitter, bitter servant.
I mean, that could be this version of Aegeon.
This is true. Well, back to the main party. Ish.
We're going to a
We
ship.
go to a ship, and then we get Laura back.
That giant ship made of Titan.
And
Which is
mechanical shit.
Which is probably not dealt with by ancient Nopon tradition of give it weed.
No.
Ancient Nopon tradition. Get it high, build boat on it while it's stoned the fuck out.
And
It
then
won't care.
It'll keep being your boat as long as you keep it high.
I guess this is the rest of my life. I got high, now I'm a boat. Oh my god.
So does that mean the Kingdom Hearts 1 final boss just got high? Now I'm just picturing Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, and Xemnas splitting a blunt.
Ah.
Right. So it was the Sion forces that ravaged this area.
Yes. Many troops remained here with no orders after Malos sank
Imagine
their
when
home.
examining a common blade. What'd you find?
We're doing
Well,
our best
unless
to
you want
disarm them.
possible trivia
Well,
about giraffes, keep giraffes.
sadly, it's
Keep
happened
bring
more
me
than once.
another crystal.
The powers that be bicker among themselves, ignoring the larger danger.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've
And right
counted
now,
10 Titans
That is the one thing we cannot afford.
Mm-hmm.
on that map. Actually, that would make sense because if one is...
I will go take a look.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because one just sank recently.
Incidentally,
And there
how
were
has Torna
11
been
seats in the,
Yeah.
I'd like to tell you that the people bask in the peace of His Majesty's rule. But I'm afraid that would be a lie.
Same as everywhere else then. Yes?
Torna
Fuck,
has
into the
not
sky you go.
escaped
Have fun.
Malos's rampage.
No idea what's down there, but enjoy it.
Is that
You
so?
find out in the main game.
Allow me to offer you the
Yep.
Imperial Army's assistance in this time of...
Don't worry about it. This is exactly the reason why Indol entrusted her to me.
Ah, so you came. The future king of Torna. I'm glad I thought to send a messenger.
King, don't joke about it. Rumors like that could cause trouble at home.
I am merely a quester. I hold no such influence.
I quested today.
That's true. The clouds, you can
Tomorrow.
swim in them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They have a density similar to water.
The core's color is different. And she's a woman, too. Quite lovely indeed. Malos was all
Whispered
brawn
through
and
time.
brutish strength.
You worry?
No, quite the contrary. Everybody knows the blade's appearance bears no relation to their power. You could be the heroine of our...
I'm gonna disagree with you there, bud.
I won't be anyone's anything.
That's fine.
I mean, Aegeon looks very close to a common blade.
I have only one thing to
True.
ask of you.
And he's pretty powerful.
To rectify the mistake I made.
So you can swim in
and
clouds in
erase
this universe weird, but
malice
okay.
from the
They're
face
sort of kind of
the
different
world.
from actual clouds.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
There are actually some weird, different
material that
Yeah.
the game doesn't exactly
So that's
explain
why
Until the end.
the
end.
returning
Yeah.
hero, pacifier of the Borderlands, was really just
Never before has a blade broken free and rampaged like this. I can see why Indal would prefer to keep it quiet. They're even routing support to the militia through Argentum for deniability.
and then towards you.
I'm just some princeling. Me.
Surely, if you defeat Malos, your cover will be blown.
If indeed. But we're not in it for the glory, are we? When we're done, I'll just plow my fields in peace.
Your Majesty, some of our troops have returned to base.
Phrasing?
Is something wrong?
They're all reporting something strange. A marauding group of routed mercenaries, trying to avoid any attention.
Just remnants, hmm? That is strange. There's not much around here for them, in the way of paid work or opportunities for looting.
As your Majesty commanded, our men did not engage. We confirmed their bearing, then withdrew.
And? Where were they going?
The village outskirts.
But why there? There's nothing but graveyards.
What the?
Oh no.
Oh fuck, we left someone there.
Oh shit. Let's go!
Are like the equivalent of Mantle? Maybe that'll help. Mantle.
At first I thought to take it. But I'd made it for her, and I'd like her to keep it forever.
So, the bitch is dead, is she?
Rude!
Shame. I had a soft spot for her. Ha! Guess you learned how to use a weapon at least. Big change from a tiny kid trying not to piss herself in fear.
You're... No!
Basically the thing that surrounds the core of the world.
No.
No. Because there are people who make careers of diving into this shit and finding stuff that's on some sort of rocks.
You remember me? How touching.
A face that ugly, I couldn't forget. Trust me, I tried.
Harsh.
And it's seen as pretty
What do you
legitimately
want?
impressive if
Not
you
that
can
I
go
can't
really far
imagine.
down.
I'm here to take back what's mine, kid. But before that, I'll take a bit of time to express my gratitude to you. It ain't gonna be pretty or quick. Then I'll make that blade watch as I cut you into little sticky chunks, just to make sure the last thing he feels is complete despair.
I'll hold them up. You get to the others quickly.
No use. Hayes, he knew about you. He brought no blades, just more mercs.
Exactly. Don't worry. I'm gonna treat you real good before I get to the cutting.
Well,
Gort's a bit of a dick.
Also, to explain the Cloud Sea.
It's mostly like an actual sea.
Yeah.
You're not so tough.
We can do it if we work together.
Elemental attacks are the way.
Acknowledge.
Hey now! This, Drongo!
Right on target.
Mate, come!
Basically treat it like salt water.
And it's deep enough that diving down deep enough has been known to crush bodies.
Exceptional work.
Which, interestingly enough, is deeper than
Our oceans.
well, than any humans ever gone.
Yeah.
We don't. No one actually knows how deep a human body goes before it's crushed.
You would die before then. Because code.
Yep.
Also, this game's soundtrack rules.
Not sure how items stop falling in the cloud sea. There is shit down there that's technically a solid piece of land that you could walk on.
Like
that shit would fall on top of.
Like rock spires and
Yeah.
whatnot. Just like there is in the ocean.
Yeah.
There are shores-ish.
That's something I can be proud of.
He's learned a thing.
Like one of the first things you see in the main game is salvaging a ship off of what looks like the top of a mountain or something.
Yeah.
Starting to piss me off. Oi! Surround them so they don't get away.
My lady, you have to go.
It's all right. He's here.
And his super speed.
Not as quick as the game though.
Well, good enough to cut his arm off.
His arm's gone again. You're surrounded.
Had enough. What's next then?
Jin is so fucking
Right
cool.
leg? Or the left?
Right leg or the
Or
left?
how about...
Enough.
Oh, you got fucking lucky.
That's enough, Jin. Just leave him. For my sake.
Yeah, that's true. In theory, you could find out how deep a human could dive into the ocean before.
Just no one's
you know,
checked.
no one's tried. The tech would be expensive.
And it'd be ultimately useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck's that going to accomplish? Hey, don't dive down this far. Well, I wasn't going to anyway.
And I mean, even if
So you let
you would
him
have
go?
to do special
Even
preparations
without
to
his
go
arms,
down
you
that
may
far
cause him
anyway.
more trouble.
Yeah.
One day.
Which at that point you may as well use a sub.
I didn't want to end it here. He might deserve it, but he did take care of my mother, so...
He called her a bitch, though. Come on.
Let's go back. I suppose I can bring myself to step foot on this flagship, after all.
He treated your mom like a slave, stole from royalty. When you accidentally touched the thing he stole, he threatened to murder you.
And then Jin
A
cut his arm off.
10-year-old child.
Yeah, pretty fucked up. Were his feet clipping through the ground there?
A little bit.
Bastards!
Bastards.
I'm gonna kill them! Every last one of them! Ah!
Oh, it's the Catholic Church.
Oh no.
It's the Catholic Church. In actuality, it's the fucking Praetorium.
The hell are you?
The Smurf Elf Vatican.
Have you accepted the architect as your Lord and Savior?
What?
Savior. Maybe you could not wear the helmet.
Fuck it, if I say yes, will you stop talking?
Probably.
Yes!
Excellent. Starts dragging them off. What did I just agree to?
I'm coming along in leaps and bounds.
You might be able to try and take on over-affectionate Murph.
Maybe.
I'm getting sharper. Keener.
Boost that aggro down.
Yes. Yeah, seriously though,
Becoming addicted.
some sort of fucking tank in the main game would have benefited from fucking Hugo's talent art.
Yep.
Like that's ridiculous that one didn't have it. Like not even Poppy could get that.
Poppy OP enough.
I mean, fact.
This is fact. Cutie Pie is ridiculous.
Yeah, Poppy fully powered up breaks the game.
Poppy Alpha can have a block rate of 90... What?
93.
93?
Yeah.
Wasn't sure if it was 93 or 94.
No, it's 93. Which is funny because you can have that block rate and still make her an agility tank. So even if he gets hit, he's probably not going to take the hit or he's dodging it.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me, bitch.
You will not hurt Master Pawn. Man, Poppy gets you in the field so many times in the main game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, a lot.
Not since Persona 3 has a robot hit me in the fields.
Like, come the fuck on. A robot in Persona 3 had more emotion than an actual fucking human.
Aren't we?
Yeah.
Fuka sucked.
She really does.
Hey, Logan, you ready for, like, 2 Fukas in your party?
No? Actually, no?
I mean, at least one of them got a better actor in the Vita remake.
Yeah.
But we're not playing the Vita remake.
Nope, we're stuck with PS2 original.
Where this 15-year-old girl sounds like she's 50. You'll see what I mean in 2 days.
I will challenge myself today.
I've made it with love.
Level
I can still
18.
improve. I have to.
Level 17.
The future is within our grasp.
Level 16. Come on, Hugo.
Skill.
Well, shall we try for a unique monster?
Let's.
Over affectionate Murph is literally the only one you could feasibly try at this point.
Yep.
Because the other ones on this map are like level fucking 40.
Let's fight Murph.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, pouch items.
What do we have?
Party gauge gain, and base affinity. Max HP to damage barrier. 4% HP recovery. Affinity gain, physical damage taken decrease. Ether damage taken decrease. Special recharge quicker. Affinity loss down. Physical damage taken less. Recharge arts by 0.1 each second.
I mean, Arts Recharge is never a bad thing to give a tank.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Base affinity. Max HP to damage barrier. Physical damage taken. That's also really good for a tank.
Yeah.
Ether damage taken. HP recovery. Ether damage taken. Affinity gain. So what should we give Laura? Party gauge gain and base affinity?
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
I
I feel content having this.
Oh, Jin liked that.
Giving Adam the max HP to damage barrier would be useful.
Yep, because he has
a lot of HP.
Thank you. I'll be sure.
Adam liked that.
And you, you. Affinity gain, damage taken, damage taken, HP recovery, special recharge, and infinity loss. What should we give him?
I mean, if we give him the arts charge by 0.1 each second, he'll always be keeping that aggro, because he'll be pumping out arts faster than everyone else.
It's an honor.
Mythra actually makes the best version of arts recharge food. But that's not till later.
Affinity rewards, you say?
You can.
You can.
It cooking.
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 Let's fight Murph.
You're gonna have to walk for a bit.
Yeah.
You should see him pop up though.
I'll just jump out. Hi guys.
Hi.
He should be up there on that Pride Rock looking thing. There he is.
Yep.
Right?
No?
Oh. Maybe the wing of the ship fucking wigged me out.
Maybe kill the snack?
I think you have to keep going. I might have been wrong.
He's by the hill where you
right
first
there.
started, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's over there.
Yep. Well, let's still kill the snack.
I mean, more XP doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
You dead as shit.
Mythra got a thing.
Also driver coaching.
Oh, so you can go back and see what's his fuck.
Roly poly.
Yeah.
Make sure you use it.
That's a big bitch.
All right, follow my lead. It pays to be cautious.
That's a... Attack! Jeez, they just keep missing. Hugo.
Hugo is a fantastic tank.
Oh yeah, Hayes' talent art is pretty alright, but you have to keep her on the field.
Steam explosion.
Smash B. And then just B. Oh shit, Elemental Awakening. Motherfucker's gonna hit harder now.
Well, about that.
Smash.
I mean, we get... How much health does he even have left?
Half. Under half.
Are we going to be able to get a chain attack going?
We can't chain attack yet.
No.
Oh, right. That's not available till later.
Yeah.
We're gonna be able to get another blade combo off.
Maybe. Mash beat.
Great.
Well, it has no care for wind.
Instead.
Launch resist.
Why not? Just give me the cue.
Bunch of
Good
stuff.
man. It's got to be something fancy, naturally.
Fancy or not, I'll follow just the same.
I love how they're just discussing a combo move between them.
I would recommend anything that gives Aegeon and Bridget more damage. Because that's only going to help Hugo.
Yeah. Hugo himself is the only one who needs to worry about a block rate.
Yeah. I mean, his weapon will straight up give him fucking 45% on its own, so... Well, if you have a legendary version, that is.
Oh yeah, you're the one who tells us to do...
Blade combo shit.
Yep. Yeah, he's just gonna tell us, do blade combo. You do good.
And if you finish the driver coaching on, whenever we go back to Torna, you can hand that one in.
Ah! Well, here we are. Welcome aboard, my honored guests.
So that affinity line between Blade and Driver, when it goes gold, you move faster, your arts recharge faster, and you do more damage.
Yep. And some blades will have things happen.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was expecting it to be all glitz and glamour. Balls of gold, diamond chandeliers, and all that. But there's nothing like that here. I like this much better. It all depends on the country. Some of the nobility like to travel in style, and believe me, they don't go halfway. Moradane, on the other hand, is a military state. They take a more pragmatic approach.
Pragmatic.
What the fuck ever? I have been up since 7 this morning.
It's okay.
I know. Just as they're... Fuck, I almost read that as Hugo. Fuck me. Just as their emperor must be a powerful driver, so must their diplomatic vessels be armed for war. That is the Ardanian way. As long as its mission is not to covert one, every flagship under our command must be a throne I may ascend.
Your Majesty, we need to go on a diplomatic mission. Should we take the sports car or the tank? The tank, of course.
And if the leader is the first to fall, what then? Jin! He's alright, Laura. He makes a valid point. That is precisely why Aegeon and Bridget, the jewels of the Empire, have been bestowed upon me. Your Majesty, we will do everything in our power to protect you, Your Majesty, even at the cost of our lives. I am blessed to have such loyal companions. Your Majesty, we have urgent news. His Majesty is currently entertaining guests.
Can you fuck off?
I would entreat you not to incur his displeasure.
Don't make me cut you, Private.
My humble apologies, Your Majesty. It's all right. I trust this news is of special importance. Please give us your tidings. Of course, Your Majesty. As you know, we've applied stricter regulations to our scout patrols in light of the recent tragedy in Torgoth. Well, one of our patrols happen upon a young Gormati near the camp at Siegelfell, but they lost track of him. So you think he might be a survivor? We believe so. We can send out further patrols immediately if His Majesty asserts. I see. I'm sorry that we had to keep you waiting. Please, go ahead. Yes, Your Majesty. I would like for our country to shelter as many refugees as falls within our means. I do hope he can be found quickly. Wait, we should go with them. What for? Their army's not exactly short-staffed. He's just a kid. He'll be scared witless of the soldiers. Of course he's going to run away. Laura's got a point. Very well, let's head out. We would do well to make haste before he strays any further afield. Thanks, guys. You're such a bunch of do-gooders. It's gonna land us in trouble someday. Where's the boy gone?
I see there's
Once we finish this quest, that'll probably be a good stopping point for the stream.
Yeah. Cause then stuff
will start happening.
Aren't we intrepid?
Or should we at least get to the other place and then do side quests?
No, we may want to do side quests here before going there. This way we still have...
Yeah,
a full
but
party.
isn't that thing coming up soon where we have to have a certain amount?
No.
Okay.
I think we've been spotted.
Well, fuck it up.
You don't need level 2 community until after you reach the capital.
Okay. Die already! I mean, armies are typically scary.
Yeah. I mean, would you assume stormtroopers were here to help? Or would you assume they're here to burn your aunt and uncle to death and destroy your home?
Which is weird. Darcy Droids brings up a good point. We never see stormtroopers use a tactic like this ever again. Anywhere in the series.
It's true.
Even when they're clones. I am going the wrong way.
But I mean, stormtroopers aren't clones.
Yeah.
They're recruits.
He should just be up on the hill, I think. Or no, wait, he's, you have to go to a campsite somewhere first.
Outlook Knoll.
The suspense.
I am going the wrong way.
Yeah, you have to come up here later.
The compass in this game could be better.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Infinitely better than the first games, but that's not saying much.
No, that compass at the top of the screen, that shit compass that is in a lot of games that's always shit, is shit.
This is becoming addictive.
But every game has it. Yes, this way. My god, this expansion came out and suddenly there were fuck tons of fan art of Laura everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah. But just as if it exists, there's porn of it is a rule of the internet. If there's a lady character who people have any reason to like, there is fan art of it.
True enough. Then again, that can be true for literally any character.
Yep.
like TFS at the table and how much fan art that has.
You seem to be a bit lost.
Speaking of TFS at the table, the new party is great.
Oh my god, the new party is so good.
Mushroom Man.
I mean,
He's fantastic.
We have the return of Wake.
There's no time to delay. But still.
And
2 new characters.
one voiced by their former camera guy, who is multiple split personality gunman, and Mushroom Druid.
Which is fucking hilarious.
He does not understand human. To communicate with him, he sneezes on you and mushrooms grow on your ears.
Spoiling for a fight. Happy to oblige.
Speak for yourself, Laura.
Leave me alone!
Is it still...
It finally fucked off.
Best part was, Dean, I turned around and stared at it as it was coming at me.
It's like those fucking dogs that'll fucking nip at your ankles until you turn around, then they're like, no, don't hurt me!
You mean like the pigs in Dark Souls? Well, here's the campsite at Seagullfell. Now, about that boy. Isn't that him?
Or so you assume.
Hey, wait. We won't hurt you.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
We mean you no harm. Please stay.
We come in peace.
You won't hurt me.
Take us to your leader.
I see you decide to trust us, for now at least. We're affiliated with the Ardanian forces. We didn't come to bring you mischief. We know what happened to Torgoth, and have been acting wholeheartedly to protect the refugees. You've escaped from Torgoth too, perhaps? That's right. Can you tell us your name? It's Callie. Man, you grew up to be stupid, tall, and a shit wrestler. Young Callie, do you know Lasham Cove? The boat of my countrymen is moored there. I know it. I know the boat too. It's huge. Will you journey with us, young man? We can also offer a hot meal. What's wrong? You don't want to get on the boat? No, it's not that. I've lost Kelly. I mean, my sister. I have to find her. Wow, your parents must have been assholes naming you Callie and Kelly.
Yep.
That's important stuff, kid. Why didn't you tell us right away? I tell you what. I tell you what?
I'll tell you what.
You run ahead to Lasham Cove and wait for the boat. We'll find your sister for you.
God damn it, Bobby.
We promise you that Callie. We'll find her for you. Can I really trust you? Of course. Any idea where we might find this sister of yours? Actually, she likes watching the big boats at Lasham Cove. Oh shit, she might just be there.
Well, I feel stupid now, don't I?
So maybe she'll be somewhere you can see them all coming and going. Then perhaps we should begin at the high up place that overlooks the cove. Oh, you mean like where we fucking were?
Yeah, you went the wrong way.
Okay, I'll wait at the harbor. But please find my sister.
Time to go back to Outlook Knoll.
I mean, we can probably skip travel to close to there.
Probably, but there's also a campsite here.
Hmm.
Now, let me see. 3, 2, 1, and we're done.
Hunger is the best spice, right? So this should be delicious.
That's not how that works, Mythra.
That is not how that works.
Definitely not. Hey, Hugo can level up.
Gonna keep Laura at 18 for now.
Yep. It's probably a good idea to just try and keep your party even leveled as we go forward.
There's no bullshit though. Like the
Hot
main
meal?
game.
Fuck that, it's hot as balls! I need fucking water! But we can get you that too. Why didn't you fucking say so?
Green barrels.
He's killing me.
Green barrels of crack.
You're coming with me, treasure.
That guy's gonna want you to make a thing so you can start salvaging those fucking metal spots.
Okay. Yep. Seeking the Seeker. Cue the food.
Now we need to go make a thing.
If you're hungry enough, you won't bitch. What do you mean you're not a shit cook? I mean, I know some shit cooks.
Yep.
Someone who actually fucked up toast. I am not fucking joking,
Legit,
people.
Though, how do
Yeah.
you even?
Remind me why we're here again?
Like, fuck. What the fuck? I'm just gonna not.
I know someone who fucked up putting toast on a grill over a fire pit. The grill was laid out nice and flat. They just had to lie the piece of bread down. They drop it right down in the between the slats into the fire.
Fuck.
I know people who did some dumb shit camping. So do you, Logan.
Yeah.
Like, me and Logan actually went camping a lot with our school, which actually brought us some pretty good memories.
Yeah, it's
But
pretty
we dealt with a lot of idiots.
good. Oh yeah. Right there.
And holy shit, the boat comes all the way out here.
It's a fucking huge boat.
Who are you? Kenny? Really? Yeah, that's me. How do you know? Oh, my brother. You can take me to him. Oh, please.
How do you fuck up toast? Did the toaster explode?
No, they accidentally turned it all the way up.
Why?
They didn't know how toaster works.
I mean, even then, that shouldn't fuck up toast. It'd make it a little darker than you want, but it shouldn't fuck it up.
If you turn it up all the way, the toast stays in there for a long time.
Yeah, it will burn. Like, for certain toasters, no, that will fuck your shit up.
Rule of thumb, just a bit below the midway point.
That'll get it fucking perfect.
It's not as bad as I know people who manage to fuck up coffee.
Man, this camping trip's had some weird fucking interactions with people. Like, us going hunting for fucking firewood, and then just the guy we were hunting a firewood with, we walk by the fucking Kaibo, and he just pops a squat with us walking beside him. Or our one friend who stripped down completely naked to use it.
Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious.
When I say they fucked up coffee, I feel like I should explain this, because
It's easy to fuck up coffee.
it's easy to fuck up coffee if you're a snob like I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
So is he.
Yeah! It's to the point where I'm at the school, it's like, either Tim's or nothing. It's like, we got a Starbucks. Fuck your Starbucks!
So we're camping, right? And we're cooking and we're making the coffee on, like, in a kettle on the Coleman stove.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely know who that might be, Matt. Well, maybe not the one you're thinking of. I'll text it to you later.
But
we just don't want to give names
Yeah.
on stream.
like, it's one of those coffee pots where you're supposed to put the grounds in the top, and then the kettle is at the back and it pours it down into a pot. It's basically just a Coleman stove coffee maker.
Yep, I've seen those.
This
It has a
fucking
lot of
dumb
energy.
shit didn't bother to put a filter in,
Oh my god.
so we just ended up with a pot of coffee grounds that had hot water poured on top of it.
What the fuck?
And as a result, because the coffee grounds were in the pot, as it was heating up, they just charred to the bottom of the pot.
Oh,
How are you that fucking stupid?
Callie. Oh.
I mean, I did a dumb the other day.
That's true.
I boiled a pot with no water in it.
But you caught it fairly quickly.
I did. I heard it sizzle. I was like, oh shit. Maybe I should take that off.
Can't thank you enough. Careful. Careful you don't lose her again, kid. You should be looking out for your little sis, you know.
Whoa, calm down.
I'll take care of it. Sure that never happens again. Unless we're actually being level-headed. Never thought I'd see the day. You're thinking that, but you're also...
His lips are moving?
I'm just picturing that's what he's doing. He's thinking just...
Or maybe he's like talking to himself under his breath.
But it's in a thought bubble.
Yeah, but it is in a thought bubble, which is the weird thing.
He's probably just like muttering it to himself.
Hey, Callie, you left this behind. I've been holding on onto it the whole time. Oh! I thought it was gone forever. Nice one, Kelly. It looks just like Laura's mother's keepsake. Hey, mind if I take a look at that? No problem. How did you come by this? I got it from Auntie Raina. What? My mother? Auntie Raina. How the fuck?
Rainea.
Rainea? Auntie Rainea. Had another one, but Callie was always hankering after it. She said it was really precious to her, and she couldn't let it go. So she made me one that looked a bit like it.
Or he thinks it's in his head, but he fucked up and is saying it out loud.
She said she was sorry. She couldn't make it. She said she was sorry she couldn't make it any better. I mean, I don't care about that so much. She made it for me. So it's precious to me no matter what it looks like. I see. Well, take care of yourselves, you two. We promise. Hey, the way you said that just now, it sounded just like Auntie Rainea. Yeah, just like her. I don't doubt it.
Soft spot.
I'm sure that we could converse for hours, but I'd like to propose a course of action for our new friends here. For us, you mean? That's right. Our vessel here will soon return to Moradane. Perhaps you two ought to be aboard when it sets sail. A wise idea. Things are not so unsettled in Moradane. Moradane, huh? No, I made a promise to Arda. He said he was waiting for us. We can't leave Gormont. You're right. Thanks, but I guess we can't come with you. We need to stay behind and wait for Arda at the camp. Understood. We can't force you to come. Indeed, if you start moving around now, there's a chance you might miss him. Of course, we'll leave you with some provisions so you won't get hungry. Okay, thank you for everything. I bring news!
News!
Something tells me it's urgent. Correct, Mom! If I may, this information is for His Highness's ears only. You may approach. Whisper, whisper! Whisper!
Whisper, whisper.
I see.
This guy just fucking whispered to me.
Everyone, may I ask you to reconvene the both strategy room later? Something unforeseen, is it? Indeed. I'll give you the details presently.
Hey, now they're teaching you about crafting. Man, now that we're playing through this again, it just makes me want to go through the main game. And it's DLC. Again. Like,
So, is this where you wanted to leave off, Dean?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea to stop here since it's not a super long DLC anyway.
Yeah, we want this to go at least 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be at least like 20 hours.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be 4 or 5 streams.
Yeah. So, or he thinks it's in his head, and that's good parenting. Just leave without your kids.
I mean, I'm gonna say this now. We're not done with this kid's storyline.
No, God, no.
Oh yeah, there's a yeah.
And there is a good reason.
Yeah. There's
Namely, their mom was around before.
That is the thing about these side quests. They all like the
like,
system is called a
intertwined.
community, right? And these side quests make it feel like that.
They are all interconnected in some way, shape, or form.
It is what the affinity system in the original should have been.
Yeah. Absolutely.
When in the original there were 1 or 2 quest lines that did something interesting and interconnected.
Yeah. Well, there was the Pollen Orbs one.
Yeah, the Pollen Orbs one.
It was a bunch of shitty quests that culminated in a good one.
Yeah. And then there was the like Colony 6 refugees eloping.
Yeah.
Quest line that had some interconnected stuff. And that was basically it.
Another dumb camp thing was the idiot who I was stuck in a canoe with, where they were clearly the worst at all
of all of us.
Were the worst of all of us with those, and she refused to let me steer because you don't see, even though she didn't know how to steer or stay straight. So I tried to explain. You be my eyes in the front and tell me when to turn, so I'll just counter what you do, so we don't turn by mistake or go in circles. Yeah, no, some of those staff.
Man, I've been in a canoe with people who... I was in a canoe with 2 other people. The one in front, she was at least competent. She was a perfectly competent front man in a canoe. The guy in the middle couldn't canoe to save his life. They put me in the back because I'm the only one who knows how to steer. The fully blind one, as we're canoeing downriver past the top of hydro dams, and the guy in the middle thinks, well, the person in front of me who can see isn't looking back at me, and the person behind me can't see me to know if I'm slacking off, so he would just let his paddle drag. I kept yelling at him to not, and then he would just start putting it on the gunnels, and I kept yelling at him to not be a pissant about it. So he let his paddle drag again, and I told him, you do that one more time, I'm gonna hit you. He did it one more time, nearly sending us into the power dam. I took my paddle, edge of the paddle, right between his ribs.
Jesus.
Fucking ow.
There was one kid who, on the trips with us, refused to use a kaibo and therefore did not shit the entire trip.
That's disgusting.
Like, I'm talking, this was like 4 days.
That's gross. You need to shit.
Yeah.
So, we get to the end of the
Listen to the wisdom of Nekomaru Nidai.
I gotta shit!
We get to the end of the trip, and we're just about to row into shore. This kid flies out of the front of his fucking canoe before his fucking staff in the back of the canoe has a chance to get out. Fucking starts running, runs into the bathroom in there. We didn't see him for like another 2 hours.
Oh. Oh, Sunday. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see you guys on Sunday for Persona 4.
Yay!
Yay! We'll probably reach our 2-hour mark and take our first break before we actually have a fucking Persona.
I'm gonna
or
hate
a real
it.
combat.
I'm gonna hate it because Persona 5 tainted me.
Yep.
I mean, Persona 3 you can at least go back to because its story's interesting.
4, you're gonna hate it immediately. I'm gonna tell you, there's gonna be a moment where I'm gonna turn and look at you to see if you're angry. See you guys then.
Yeah.